Hello dear students, welcome to Royal Palace PU College online classes. Dear students, in the previous class we were discussing about the topic that is straight lines. Already we had learnt about what do you mean by slope, and already we had learnt about the slope of the line, okay, when two coordinates are given, okay, when two points on line are given. Okay, now dear students, in this particular class we shall start with the case 2. Okay, case 2 that is related to the slope of the line when the coordinates of any 2 points on the line are given. In the last class we had seen that when the theta is acute. Okay, now today in this class we shall learn about when theta is obtuse. Okay, when theta is obtuse, that means here the theta value is more than what it is, dear students, it is more than 90 degrees. Okay, now let us take a line here, let us take the line L here. Now here 2 points we will take here. One is P, that is nothing but x1 y1, and then the point Q, that is nothing but x2 y2, the points here. One thing. Now what we will do is I will join the line P to the Q to the x axis, and let us take it as the point M. Similarly, I will join from the line, okay, line that is PR perpendicular to QM. And here what are the r coordinates that we shall discuss. On this particular line which is parallel to x axis, the y values will be different here, that is the y values will be same. That means here I will get it as y1, and here on this particular line all the x values will be same, therefore I will get here x2 comma y1 are the coordinates here. Okay, so let us take a line. So what I will do is let P of x1 y1 and Q of x2 y2 be the line, be the points on the line, be the points on L, that is on the line L, first thing. Okay, then join that is a Q, draw perpendicular from Q, draw perpendicular from Q to x axis, and that is a draw perpendicular from that is a P to R, that is from P to R here, one thing. And R coordinates are, and R coordinates are, that is nothing but x2 comma y1 here. This is the first point. Now dear students, we shall discuss about the line here. Now here let us take it as an angle theta here. That means here this particular angle, that is nothing but here 180 minus theta here. This will be our 180 minus theta. We know that the slope is given by, dear students, we know that m is equal to, slope is equal to m. Okay, slope is given by m is equal to tan theta. That implies here slope of line L, which is equal to m is equal to tan of 180 minus theta, dear students. That is very important here. What it is? 180 minus theta. That is nothing but here, nothing but minus tan theta value. What is that? That is minus tan theta. Now m is equal to minus tan theta, the value that is nothing but here minus of what we have, that is a QR divided by that is PR. Okay, QR, that is nothing but here, or you can take it RQ divided by RP. Okay, what I can write here, that is RQ divided by RP here. Now by distance formula, dear students, by distance formula, that is R of what are the coordinates, that is nothing but here x2 y1, and Q of what are the coordinates, x2 y2. So what we get here, that is nothing but RQ is equal to root of x2 minus x2 whole square plus of y2 minus y1 whole square. It is 0 value, y2 minus y1 whole square cancel. So what is the remaining part, y2 minus y1 whole square root cancel, again ulitada y2 minus y1 ulidete, that is nothing but RQ. Also that is nothing but here R, that is nothing but here x2 y1. Okay, R of x2 y1, and the line of P, the P, that is nothing but here x1 y1 here, that is nothing but here PR. The coordinates are RP. Rp is equal to root of what we have, x1 minus x2 whole square plus of y1 minus y1 whole square. Here you may observe that 0 whole square. Now here what we get the value is x1 minus x2 dear students whole square, and that value will be x1 minus x2 here. Very, very simple. Now I will put these values in equation number 1 here. Let us take it as 1. That implies here 1 implies m is equal to minus, okay, that is nothing but here rq divided by rp. The value will be rq means what we have, minus of y2 minus y1 whole divided by, that is x1 minus x2. If I interchange this value, so what we get is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So therefore from case 1 and case 2, okay, so here what we get here, that implies m is equal to what we have, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That means in both case 1 and case 2, therefore in case 1 and case 2, that implies slope m is equal to tan theta, or m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, in the both the cases the slope is same here. That means both the case means what, one is the theta is acute and one is when the theta is obtuse here. Okay dear students, now let us move the next property, that is nothing but our condition for parallelism and the condition for perpendicularity. So before going to that, please pause the video to note down this case 2. Case 1 already we have discussed in the last class. Okay dear students, please pause the video now. Okay dear students, now let us continue here. First one is condition for parallelism. Okay dear students, let us draw the x-axis as well as the x-axis and well as the y-axis. Let us consider here two lines, okay, that is L1, okay, and it is nothing but L2. L1 makes an angle of alpha 1 and L2 makes an angle of alpha 2 here. Okay, L1 line slope is m1 and L2 line slope will be m2 here. Okay, that is nothing but let L1 and L2 be two lines, with slope m1 and m2. So here condition for parallel, that is m1 is equal to m2. Condition for parallelism, that is nothing but slope of the line 1 is equal to the slope of line 2, or it can also be called as tan of alpha 1 is equal to tan of alpha 2. Then only we say that is nothing but our condition for parallelism. Okay, that is nothing but our condition for parallelism. Similarly, now the condition for perpendicularity. Okay dear students, condition for perpendicularity. Perpendicularity. What is that? Let us take two lines here again which are both perpendicular to each other. It is nothing but our y-axis and nothing but our x-axis. It is our x dash and it is nothing but our y dash. Now here I will take two lines here. It is nothing but our alpha 1. It is nothing but our line L1, line L2. Okay, let us take an angle alpha 1, alpha 2. This is an angle, okay, that is condition for perpendicularity. Okay, that means here the angle is nothing but here 90 degrees. Okay, here the angle is nothing but here 90 degrees. Okay, so here condition for perpendicular, either of both sides, it is both 90 degrees. Okay, let L1 be two lines with the slope m1 and m2. Condition is, okay, let us take angle of L1, that is nothing but here L2, that is L1 alpha 1, here it is nothing but alpha 2. Slope of L1, which is equal to m is equal to tan of alpha 1. Okay, m is equal to tan of alpha 1. Similarly also that is nothing but here alpha 2 is equal to 180 minus of alpha 1 here. that is exterior angle is equal to the sum of interior opposite angles here. That means it is plus here, okay, and it is nothing but here 190 plus alpha, 90 plus alpha here. That implies here slope of that is nothing but here, okay, m2, that is m1, m2 is equal to tan of alpha 2, slope of the second line, that is nothing but here tan of 90 plus theta. Tan of 90 plus theta means it comes in second quadrant it is minus, that is nothing but here cot of theta here, cot of, or else theta means what it is, alpha 1, okay, that is nothing but here cot of alpha 1. That means here what we get is, therefore what we got here is m1 is equal to, okay, what we have, or else I can write as minus 1 divided by tan of alpha 1. What we get is, dear students, we can observe that m1 is equal to, or from this particular equation, tan of alpha 1 is equal to minus 1 divided by m2. That means from this particular equation 1 and this particular equation 2, what we can observe that from 1 and 2, we can observe that tan of alpha 1 is equal to minus of what we have, that is 1 divided by tan of alpha, that is 1 divided by m2, or I can write as m1 is equal to minus 1 divided by m2. That implies here m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1, and that is nothing but our condition for perpendicularity. Or dear students, I can also write as, that is nothing but here tan of alpha 1 into tan of alpha 2 is equal to minus 1. These both conditions are said to be as, that is condition for perpendicularity of two lines L1 and L2. If two lines are perpendicular to each other, then m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1, and if they are parallel, then we have m1 is equal to m2. These are the very, very important conditions here. Now, dear students, we shall look onto the angle here. Here it is very clear the angle, it was nothing but here 90 degrees here. Dear students, the angle was nothing but 90 degrees. If it is other than 90 degrees, okay, that is nothing but if slope of the line, if, okay, if the two lines or the angle between the two lines, angle between two lines when slope are given, that is nothing but here when slope are given, when slope are given here, when the slope are given. This is first point. This is one more very, very important derivation. Now let us look onto it. It is a very, very simple thing. Before going to that, let us draw the line here. Let us take it as the y-axis and let us take it as the x-axis. Now dear students, let us take this line L1 and it is a nothing but our line L2. Let us take it as, okay, here it is nothing but here alpha 2, it is nothing but alpha 1. It is the line L1 and it is the line L2. We can observe that it makes an angle of theta here. If it makes an angle theta here, the smallest angle is theta and the largest angle I will take it as phi here, okay, and the largest angle I will take it as phi. We know that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of interior opposite angle. Therefore, what I get is alpha 1 plus theta here. Exterior angle is equal to the sum of interior opposite angles. That is the properties of triangle what we had learnt in the first PUC. Now, what I will write is, let L1 and L2 be two lines which makes an angle of, makes an angle of alpha 1 and alpha 2. Therefore, slope that implies m1 is equal to tan of alpha 1 and m2 is equal to tan of alpha 2 here. Yeah, and m2 is equal to nothing but tan of alpha 2 here. This is one thing. Now, so now what do you mean by theta here? That we shall observe. Okay, therefore, angle between two lines L1 and L2. That is a very, very important thing that I require here. That is nothing but here tan of. Now what do you mean by theta here? That we shall observe. We know that, okay, we know that alpha 2 equal to alpha 1 plus theta. That implies theta is equal to, dear students, what we have, that is nothing but here alpha 2 minus alpha 1 here. So now what I require to find is, I require to find the theta value, that is nothing but angle, okay, theta. Therefore tan theta is equal to tan of alpha 2 minus alpha 1. Take tan on both the sides. Now what is the formula? Tan A minus tan B, okay, tan of A minus B, that is nothing but here tan of alpha 2 minus of tan of alpha 1 whole divided by 1 plus tan of alpha 2 into tan of alpha 1. Now dear students, what do you mean by here, okay, what do you mean by tan of alpha 2 here? Alpha 2 value means what we have, alpha 2 value, that is not tan of alpha 2 means what we have, that is m2, okay, m2 minus m1 whole divided by 1 plus m1 into m2, okay dear students, that is nothing but here angle between the two lines L1 and L2. So here there are two varieties. Angle between two lines means here, if the theta is acute here, acute means the shortest angle will be theta, that is acute angle, and it is our obtuse angle. Phi is nothing but our obtuse angle here. Now we shall look onto the one more thing, that is nothing but if for phi here, tan theta we find out. Now we shall find out the tan phi value. Okay dear students, so before going to that phi, please pause the video to note it down. Okay dear students, now let us move on with the continue that one, that is angle between two lines. Now here already we had seen that if suppose we are having two lines, that is nothing but our L1, okay dear students, and we are having L2, it is our angle theta, and just now we found out the value for tan theta, it is nothing but alpha 1 alpha 2 here, okay. We find out the tan theta if for phi, that is nothing but, now we are find out the acute angle theta. If suppose we require the obtuse angle, that is nothing but here phi u, okay, phi. Now here that is nothing but here 180 minus theta, 180 minus theta, that is nothing but here phi only. Now if you take tan on both sides, that is nothing but tan phi is equal to tan of 180 minus theta value, that is nothing but here minus tan theta here. So therefore what we get is, which is equal to minus of m2 minus m1 whole divided by 1 plus m1 into m2, what it is, when that is nothing but angle phi here. So therefore angle between the two lines, okay, therefore angle between two lines whether it may be acute or whether it may be obtuse, is given by tan theta is equal to mod of m2 minus m1 whole divided by 1 plus m1 into m2. If I remove this mod, I will get it as both plus and minus. So here if theta is positive, phi will be negative, and if phi is positive, theta will be negative. That means if it is acute means it will be obtuse, if it is acute means it will be obtuse, and vice versa. Okay dear students, therefore the angle between two lines is given by, okay, tan theta is equal to m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 into m2, okay, when theta is acute. Theta is an acute angle, phi is an obtuse angle here, okay. If it is obtuse means we have minus here, that's all. Now this is one part. Next part we shall learn about the condition for, that is the condition for collinearity. Now collinearity means what dear students? Collinearity means, okay, three points are said to be collinear. Let us take it as A, B, C here. 3 points are said to be collinear if they lie on the same line. Okay dear students, 3 points are said to be collinear if they lie on the same line. Let us take it as the line L1. Since line 1 is there, we are having only one angle, that is nothing but theta you can take, or you can take alpha. Line slope of L1 is nothing but, okay, m1 here, okay, that's all. Now here condition for collinearity is if A, B, C, 3 points lies on same line, then slope of the line, condition for collinearity related to the straight line, that is slope of AB is equal to slope of, that is nothing but here BC. This is how we find out, okay, that is the condition for co-linearity. Slope of AB is equal to slope of BC. And how we are solving it is very simple. Okay, I will mark the lines here. Here it is alpha 1, you can take it as alpha 2. Since both the angles are same here, okay, since both the angles are same, and here we will have both the lines, okay, AB for first line will have M1, and if they take it as M2, that is also nothing but alpha and alpha 2 are same, therefore both the lines slope will be same here. Slope of AB is equal to slope of BC, that is nothing but our condition for the co-linearity of the line here, co-linearity of 3 points here. Okay, dear students, these are all the basics that is related to our exercise number 4.1. Okay, that is the first exercise. Before starting with the first exercise, we should know all these things here. In the next class, we shall start the first exercise related to all these things. That is nothing but the slope. Okay, first one is slope. Then when two coordinates are given, we require to find the slope here, the second one. Then the condition for the parallelism, condition for perpendicularity, angle between two lines, and then the condition for co-linearity. These 6 points, okay, we shall discuss in the next class. Till that, thank you.